All right, so we're looking at the new DVD patch notes. We do a lot of DVD stuff on the page because it seems like DVD stuff gets a lot of views. Like we got a shit ton of views on our tier list. Actually, I think we got like 20 views on it.
Oh.
So yeah, DVD stuff gets the views. People like DVD. We were looking at some of the stuff up here, such as the new Trickster buff. So I mean, I didn't read through the Trickster stuff, so we can read through the Trickster stuff real quick. Maximum laceration is now 6.
Mr. Cheap Food Hack. Yeah.
So it takes 6 knives now to hurt or down a survivor, as opposed to 8. Faster laceration decay. So full meter depletes in 15 seconds. 20 seconds of running. So you have to slow down. It's kind of like exhaustion perks in a way now.
Yeah. Shorter
Shorter delay before laceration starts to decay. 10 seconds was 20 seconds.
Okay.
So that means it doesn't start to decay until 10 seconds. Is that what that's saying?
Yeah. So after if he doesn't hit you for 10 seconds, then that's when it starts to decay.
Okay, got you.
Because remember when we would be playing and it would take forever for it just to start going down.
We're looping him for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's
our
not.
laceration is still up.
Okay.
Main event starts. Oh no, laceration removed upon successful basic attack. Now 3. Okay, so when he hits you, it goes down by 3. Used to go down by 4. Now it only goes down by 3, which is pretty cheap. Because like he can get you to full, hit you. It only goes down by 3. He can hit you like what, 2-3 more times.
But I'm assuming they changed it from 4 to 3 because it's like halfway, so it's half now. Because before it was 8, so yeah, it makes sense.
Main event starts throwing knives 1 second sooner, so it's faster startup on his main event. 30 knife hits required to activate main event was 20, so it now requires more knives to get main event, which will come into play later when you read how many knives he has. But a 30-second window to activate main event was 10, so now you have longer time to hold on to your main event, so you can basically play it strategically. You don't have to just activate it like and then you waste it. And new knife hit indicators have been added to show when knives connect with survivors. So it's kind of like hit markers. I've seen it where it like lights up purple every time you hit someone, so that you know. So that like sometimes it's hard to hear when you're hitting someone.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can see like, all right, I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah 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 blah, whatever. They changed some of his add-ons here. I'm assuming to benefit the new
Melodious
changes.
Murder.
Yeah, moderately decreases knives reload time at lockers. So you can combine this with like what is it, Iron Maiden?
Yeah.
Legion perk.
And just open that.
Like what that Huntress was doing.
Yeah.
Fizz Spin Soda. Smaller effect. Starts at 2 knives thrown instead of 3, balanced with a smaller maximum laceration. I don't know what this did before. So
smaller effect starts at 2 knives thrown instead of 3. I don't even think I used this one, so to be honest. Iridescent photo card.
When a survivor's laceration meter is 2 or less, blade hits away from the maximum, they are inflicted with the exposed test. Oh no! So it's 2 or less as opposed to 1. This is gonna be busted.
They are inflicted with the exposed. Wait.
This is the one that if he gets you all the way filled up and he hits you, you're exposed. So you go down in 1 hit. But now it's changed so that you don't have to get it fully. You have to get it to 2 more hits or less. But I'm assuming they're expecting that it's going to be harder to do it.
He's the slugger.
Because of the
laceration
going down faster, yeah. They're trying to balance it, but I feel like if you're a good enough player, that doesn't even matter. Death Throws compilation. When main event ends, the Trickster's knives are replenished. That's pretty cheap.
I don't know. So you don't even have to go to locker.
Yeah, so you just pop main event. You can run out of knives, pop main event, and you have your knives back. That's crazy. Hitting a survivor with a blade during main event slightly extends its duration. Okay.
0.2 seconds.
Hitting a survivor with a blade during main event moderately increases its duration. Okay. So yeah, now he starts with 44 knives as opposed to 60. He has a maximum knife rate of fire bonus after throwing 8 knives. His 25% was 33%. So he's not as fast, but he's still fast. Trick pouch adds 4 knives to the inventory with 10.
Bloody boa
adds 8 knives as opposed to 15.
Knife hit indicators reduced in size.
So he's always gonna have less knives, which I guess balances it out. It takes less knives to hurt someone, but he has less knives to throw. This we read through, but to paraphrase, No Way Out's gonna be busted.
Especially with Blood Warden. Nobody leaves.
And Noed.
No Way Out, Noed, and Blood Warden. You don't even have to play the game, just wait for them to finish.
Yep. And barbecue.
Oh my God.
Because you gotta hook them to get the tokens. So you would get barbecue, so you get 2 tokens, one for barbecue, one for No Way Out, and then now you know where the next person is, so you get that second token. So we calculated basically if you get the 4 tokens, you get 60 seconds. So basically when the survivor touches the door, it'll immediately cancel the animation. It'll lock both doors. The killer will get the notification at which door that person's at. And for 60 seconds, if you have all 4 tokens, the gates are locked. And if you have Noed, like you're pretty much fucked. And
not to mention if you have it equipped with Blood Warden, that's a whole nother minute you can't leave.
So if you manage to wait out the 60 seconds, open the door and someone gets hooked now, Blood Warden activates for another 60 seconds. So that's 2 minutes where you completed gens, you have to sit there with potentially Noed. And if you're facing Myers, you're potentially facing a tier 3 Myers. This on Bubba and like Billy is gonna be fucking busted.
Oh my God.
And crowd control lasts longer now. So crowd control is when you vault a pallet or a window, it gets locked. Or no, he hits you. When he hits you, things lock around you. That's what it is. And I think it's one of those two. But either way, it lasts longer, the locking. So if you got purple, that's a whole 20 seconds that window or pallet is locked. It's pretty crazy. Usually you would, for 14 seconds, you could usually loop them and come back to it. 20 seconds, that's a long time. That's about a third of a gen. Yeah, so basically now unhooking has more priority than self-care. So I'm assuming what the issue was is that when people had self-care, they would go up to unhook and they would end up self-caring instead. So they fixed that issue. And when a killer attempts to grab a survivor, so there's a big issue with this game that sometimes when you're playing killer, you go to a window that someone's slow vaulting and you'll grab them. But on the survivor screen, they'll fully vault the window and don't see the grab. So for the killer, a lot of the times, you just stay stuck in the grab animation and the survivor gets a free escape. So basically, when the game now reads that the killer goes for the grab and didn't go through, it's going to give you the points for it. And on top of that, it'll cancel the animation into a hit, so you'll get a hit instead.
I feel like that's what they're been doing.
What happened?
I feel like I've been going through the window entirely and I still get hit or grabbed or some shit.
Yeah. There are times where like it's happened to me as killer. Or even when you go for grabs on like gen, sometimes you would go for the grab on a gen and you get the grab, like it shows the animation, they'll get up and leave, and you're still stuck in the grab animation. Stun validation. Alright, so basically they changed the server so that whatever happened first is what the server is gonna put through. So usually the server will get two pieces of information. It will get survivor drops pallet, killer hits survivor. So a lot of the times it would just process both. And depending on the game, sometimes the survivor will drop the pallet first. And you would get hit even though you dropped the pallet first and got the stun. And sometimes in the killer case, the killer would go to hit the survivor, but still get stunned even though you hit the survivor clearly before they drop the pallet. Now, whatever got processed first is just what it's gonna be. If it sees that if the server receives the survivor dropping the pallet first, they're not gonna get hit. They're gonna drop the pallet. If the killer gets the hit first, if the server gets the killer hitting first, that's what's gonna go first. So they're trying to fix that. We'll see how that goes. Let's see if it fixed the bullshit hit. The Strider nerf. Survivors won't know anymore if you're using Strider. And then on top of that, Strider doesn't counter Iron Will anymore. So if the survivor had Iron Will, what was that?
You mean killers won't be able to hit?
No. For this one, survivors will no longer hear themselves.
That's
so usually, yeah. So usually, if you realize that you were breathing louder and screaming louder, usually you knew like, okay, the killer's running Strider. Now that you won't know. On top of that, for Iron Will used to drop it at 0, and Strider used to counter Iron Will. So if you knew a strong team was running Iron Will, you were gonna run Strider so that you can hear them. But now it doesn't counter anymore. Iron Will is forever top 5 perks in the game. Yeah. Got some new tutorials, some tooltips. So all the face changes and
adding
textures.
Does that mean we could get more blood flow?
I don't know. Let's actually look at that right now. Let's get my game open. Let's see. Getting started. Yeah, I don't see anything now.
Yeah.
You would have to probably go in to see.
Yeah,
textures and clothing and faces. They changed a bunch of that stuff. They look beautiful. The characters look beautiful. Nia doesn't look like a freak.
Quentin doesn't look like a drug addict.
Yeah. Everybody looks.
Bangman actually looks Chinese.
Yes. Not Yunjin. Yui. She looks Japanese now. Dwight is a little bit toned down. Claudia, you can see her face. And Ace actually looks really good. I actually like the way I might actually play Ace just because how good he looks now. Yes. So Plague used to be able to
infect
the breakable walls, which makes no sense because survivors never touch breakable walls. So they got rid of that. Reduce Nemesis zombie network usage. I don't know what that means.
Unless they should have added something that we could break the walls, you know. Women.
Like you bring a perk.
Yeah.
Like Rainbow Six.
The little battering ram.
Yeah, reduce Nemesis network. I don't know what this means.
Reduce Nemesis zombie network usage.
I don't know what that means. So if your key has 0 charge, you can't open the hatch. Oh, you can open the hatch. Okay. So keys are stronger now.
Can no longer open.
Oh, no longer. Okay, perfect. That's better then. They're nerfing keys little by little.
But
I still think what happened?
Oh no, that's if you put add-ons in the key. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. So if you put like a aura reading add-on to it and you use it all up, you can't open the hatch anymore.
Okay.
Which is good because survivors used to use keys to find the killer and to find the hatch and to find other survivors. And then they would just be able to escape. Now you're fucked if you use all that, which is good. Keys need nerfs, man. I still think they should key opening animations. It should have an animation to opening the hatch,
like opening a chest.
Yeah, it should be like opening the Nemesis thingies, and then you get out so that you can't just like camp the hatch, and now the killer can't hit you. The killer can't do anything because you're just always gonna go through the hatch. You can now play on RPD Station whenever you want.
Yes. RPD. RPD.
And implemented changes to prevent players modifying some in-game files. So no modding.
No more mods.
Tomorrow is the new Tome and Rift.
Wait, tomorrow? I thought it was next month.
Nope, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new Tome and Rift. Next month, I assume, is the next Killer and Survivor. Because remember, Nemesis dropped halfway through the last Tome.
Yeah.
So the Killer's about to drop halfway through the next Tome. So fun stuff. I wonder who this next Killer will be. Usually the original Killers that they make are much more unique than the third-party ones.
What if they pull a whole 360 and just drop a horror movie character?
Yo, I want Alien, dude.
There's an alien.
I want Xenomorph, man.
I can't imagine Xenomorph putting somebody on a fucking just dip it.
If you give me Xenomorph and you give me
the maybe instead
of
map
in space,
maybe instead of a hook, it's she throws the webbing and leaves you there.
Oh, that could be like you know how Pyramid Head does the
little
Cage of Atonement?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a special thing. It lays the Xenomorph in you.
And you got
a face hugger, yeah.
How would you get rid of that?
You would have to, I don't know, like a laser surgery or some shit. I don't fucking know. Let me see something. Yeah, I think definitely Xenomorph would be so dope. And
it travels around like Demogorgon.
Yeah, it would also, they would have another indoor map, unfortunately, because it would be the spaceship in the first movie. But Ripley as a survivor, like, come on, man. Come on, DVD.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, guys. You gave me Resident Evil. You give me some Xenomorph or Predator.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you do? Predator.
We get like a jungle map.
He has a thermal. Just do.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
I feel Predator will be more than Alien.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is the survivor. And then a bunch of bug fixes. I'm not reading all that. I'm just glad that bugs are being fixed because this game has a lot of bugs, especially after the Nemesis chapter. But yeah, guys, that's the patch notes 5.1.0, the mid-chapter patch, which means the patch 6.0 will be next month. Like I said, with the new Killer, new Survivor. We'll probably get an announcement towards the beginning of August. I'm excited for that. I'm always down for new Killers and Survivors and perks, because remember, every Killer comes with a Survivor and comes with 6 new perks. So always fun stuff. Fun fucking stuff. The last few Killers have been so unique. Not counting Nemesis, because Nemesis is basically like Plague. The most unique thing about Nemesis is the zombies, but Trickster, Twins, Blight, those 3, and then Deathslinger. 4 amazingly unique killers. Each in their own way, and their designs, and the way they play. So I'm super excited for whatever they have in store. Any closing thoughts?
My headset died right after you started.
What was the last thing I said?
Trickster, Twins, Deathslinger, and then
so yeah, Trickster, Twins, Blight, and Deathslinger are like so unique. They were the last 4 killers before Nemesis, and they've made them so fucking different and unique in their designs and their way they play and everything like that. And so that's why I like their original characters, because their original characters, they have so much fun with them, you know. So behavior, put Xenomorph in the game
or Predator.
Or Predator, and I'll put more money into your game. Any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
No, we're just ready to test these new bugs, fixes, everything.
Yep, we're gonna play some DBD. Peace out, y'all.
See ya.